Hello, divas. So today I wanted to talk to you about how to have a electronic check register to kind of keep track of your expenses, what is coming up, so that way you don't overspend, so that way you also know what bills are coming up as well. We know that we are super busy. We have kids, we got husbands, we have this, we got that. It doesn't matter if you're married or single, you're probably still pretty busy because us as women, we always kind of keep ourselves busy. Well, we are also in the society of everything is also technology. So no one really uses a check register anymore. No one ever usually writes checks anymore. We use our credit cards, our debit cards, and sometimes we just overspend. We just swipe it and never really know what happened to our money, right? So I want to show you what I use. It is an app. For some reason, it's no longer on the App Store, like on Google Play. And I really forgot the reason why, but I thought it was a really dumb reason why they weren't in the market anymore. But it's free, and it's called Cashflow. I have the direct link if you want it, so just shoot me a message, or I will actually post it below here, so that way you can download it. And I love it because I can kind of keep track of what is upcoming, what bills are coming out, the bills that are going automatically that comes out on the 20th or the 15th or whatever date it is. And it automatically comes out and it shows me ahead of time. So that way I know where your spending habits are or whatnot, okay? So there's really no way for me to show you on here or that I could figure out. So it's just an app on my phone. Excuse my phone because this is my son's phone and my phone died because of boob sweat. So like for real, it died because of boob sweat. But it's this little icon right here. It says cash flow. So when you click it, you can set your accounts on here. And all right, so don't be alarmed, but this is exactly what it says right now. So I've named my accounts and everything, and it shows you your check balance, your clear balance, and also your ending balance. All right. So really quick, you're going to look into my Pure Romance account, and it's going to show, oh my gosh, you're negative $3,054.36. Okay. It's really not negative. All right. So as you're looking in through here, so it, two things, all right? Always have a reserve or a cushion in your account, always, okay? You never know what's going to happen if a check bounces or something happened for you and you need this or this extra income money that you need to spend on or whatever. Always have a cushion. Always, always, always. So in mine, currently I have a $2,000 cushion in my account. So currently as of today, my balance is 1,000, can you see it? Whatever it is, 1,921.22 is the current balance. But that's because on the very, very bottom, if you scroll all the way down, I have my reserve set in here, which you'll see that it says it's not reconciled, it's not in pink. So I have my reserve in there. So it already took my 2,000 out. So really I have 3,000 and whatever, but my register shows I only have 1,000. You never want to spend your reserve, right? I use my reserve for when there's new products coming out. So that way I can buy them at the discount that they give us whenever the launch prices. So that way I'm able to go ahead and get some of that into inventory and whatnot. And as they sell the overstock that I bought, I just keep it into my account until my reserve is back up again. So if I say that new products came out and I spent my 2,000 reserve, it's going to show with this $1,900 balance and I'm negative 1,000 something. But really, I'm not negative 1,000 at all. I just use part of my reserve. And that also, me seeing that red makes me work harder to get that balance to a positive number. So always kind of take that into consideration. And that's how I am able to get some new products out to my clients and show them off is because I have that reserve set for things like that. And then I just work it back up as I sell them because they're hot items. And as I sell them, then I almost immediately put the reserve back into my account. Okay. So one thing also on here, so you see where also it says reconciled. So the reconciled means that I went through, I do this every Monday. Okay, if not Friday. So sometimes I try to do on Fridays, depends on how my Fridays are. But either Fridays or Mondays is when I go through my online banking. I go through, see which one was cleared, and I mark them off here as cleared, and then I hit reconcile. That way I know that those items have been cleared and it's done. So it keeps track of, make sure that I got my deposits in there or any expenses and whatnot already taken care of. So now there are reoccurring charges. So if you see here, before you freak out, okay, you see on the very top one, it says 7/15. So this already has going in like 3 weeks from now. Okay. So I have my payroll tax that I had to pay for myself, my van payment. That is what I pay myself at least monthly that I put into my savings account. I have my health insurance coming out. These are the ones that already automatically come out every single month. So as you saw earlier, say the transit, okay, 7/1 of 2016. So when 7/1 comes around, it's going to stay there. 7/2 comes around, automatically 8/1 is already in my check register, showing that it's going to be coming out. So I already know what, as far as what's coming in, what's going out. Hey, this is coming in, and it really shows I have this. So I just placed an order, and we have on here on there. So that's why it is the way that it is, okay? Because I went and paid my bills and whatnot out of my income, and that's kind of how I do it. And I do that with all of those 3 accounts. So one of them is just my personal account, and also any deposits, like recurring deposits that I have in there. In my personal account, that's where I have part of my downline check that goes in there, $500 each time gets added into that. So and then we have our personal joint account as well. So any monies that go in and out of one account goes into the other. So that is what I use. And every time that I have a Square deposit, I get the email, I put it in there. Every time I make a deposit, I go ahead and put it in there. For me, it's a lot easier because you have your phone with you at all times. But finding a pen or trying to find or write it down on your check register, or maybe you left your purse or you left your check register somewhere, but you will always have your phone. So I always put it in my phone, and there's a way that you can back it up to your Dropbox. So again, once a week, just go and drop it up to your Dropbox, and it deletes your old one, your old save, and automatically saves your new one. So you're not going to have multiple files or multiple savings every week whenever you back it up, which was a lifesaver. So when my phone died of boob sweat, okay, I forgot to do it. I forgot to back it up 1 week. I only had 2 weeks to make it up. So I didn't have to start all over from scratch at all whatsoever. It was amazing. It was a lifesaver. And so that is what I use. So that way you can kind of keep track of your spending. Also keep track of what's coming in. You can also then really see what you have in your account. So again, I do want to say again, so really, even though it's negative 3,054, that's all the way up till July. I'm not, because I have that 2,000. So really, if you technically think about it, I'm negative 1,000. Okay. But I know that I'm going to have more deposits coming in because I constantly do parties. So therefore, I'm always making money to do that. And that also could help you work maybe a little harder to get more parties on the books, to maybe get some more outside sales, get on the phone to call your clients and whatnot as well. So hope that helps for you to kind of help budget yourself a little bit, or know that where your spending habits are as well. So if you're using a debit card, this is a perfect way. There's ways that you can even categorize. So you can even put things in categories if you want to. So whenever you click on, say, add, you put the amount there, you select what kind of, if it's a payment, if it's a deposit, if it's a transfer, or if it's an adjustment, okay? You should never use adjustment, by the way, unless you're first starting it off, okay? Your payees, so like you can also save, like on the places that you save your spend or deposits, your check number, and then there's also categories. So under category or even under class, so you can put food, you can put meals, you can put office expense, you can put car, you can put product, whatever it is. So that way you can sort it out by your category as well. So this can kind of help you with your taxes. But then you can really then kind of go through and be like, man, I'm spending a lot on meals. I need to stop eating out. Or I'm spending a lot on office supplies. Why am I spending a lot on office supplies? Do I really need all of these office supplies I've been getting? Different things like that. So you can classify all that. So that is called your cash flow. I will post it below this here, the actual link that I got from them to download it to your app store, from your app store. It'll say, you might have to click yes, download from unknown sources. But I've been using this for probably now 3 years. I absolutely love it. And it is a lifesaver. I always know what's in my account. I always know how much money that I have. I always know what I have left and what I can't spend or what I need to just go ahead and put into savings. So I hope that helps you. So it's called the Cashflow app, and happy budgeting and making money. So see you later.